and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. Happy 4th of December, everybody. It's time for our day 4 December Advent. So I've got my canvas sort of prepped. I have my next Advent calendar. So let's have a look. What do I get in this one? Ooh. So this one, I get some pink round ABs. Oh, they look very similar to a pink on here. Very, very close. Let's tip a few in here so that you can see. So these are rounds and they are AB coated. So I have some AB diamonds. Very pretty. They are very similar. It doesn't actually say what the DMC number is, but they do look very similar to the one on there. Oh, I haven't got a glue dot in that pen yet. I'm actually going to do that today. They're very similar, if not the same, as one of the colours in Zesty Wolf. Good shout. So we've got some AB diamonds. So I'm going to pop my box back in, but I'm going to keep my goodie and pop them with the green rhinestones from yesterday. So today I'm using the limited edition Zesty tray, so it's slightly smaller. This was the tray that was launched with this painting. So these are all out of stock. These did all sell. They may come back in the future, we never say never. And there are some very popular colours that we will be bringing back in one form or another. But it was sold with this painting, so I'm going to use it today. And then I'm going to use this Benote pen. This was gifted to me by Dianna during our June waffle. But what I'm also going to do today is I'm going to get our little micro glue dots that we have just started stocking. These are 3mm glue dots. These are actually a little bit thicker, so while they're still 3mm across, they are a little bit thicker than the glue dots I've used in other pens. And basically what I do is I get hold of the glue dot and I twist all the way round and sort of twist it into the pen. So I don't know if you can see, they're actually thicker than other glue dots that I've used. I'm not even sure if that's going to show up properly, but I've got one in my pen and that might be enough. So I'm going to dab it on my clothes, dab it on my top just to make it a little bit less sticky. And let's give this a go. So these glue dots are, say, they're called Very Small Craft Dots. They're actually a UK company called Sticks 2. We like to support UK suppliers where possible. There are not loads of diamond painting companies or suppliers of diamond painting goodies in the UK, but we do support them where possible. And that's actually too far over. Let's go that one. I know I did less when I did this section, but I think I'll just make it up when it comes to day 20. So I'm just lining up all my cover sheets because I don't put them on particularly straight. So I do like to line them up when it gets time to do a square and just make sure that I have a nice section in the middle. This one, which way does this one need to go? I've got a little bit more room there, so let's make it, is that right? There. Okay, so I've got my edges now all straight, and I'm going to start with the black again. Okay, let's move me craft dots out the way. Put my number 4. I am going to try and keep them safe for next year or next time, maybe even for a June waffle. If I do a 30 by 40, I'm going to try and keep my things together. And let's see how this glue dot goes. So this is the first time I've sort of tried these in a pen. I'm liking them. They don't need loads of priming to be able to use them in a pen, so that's always good. And you can hear that satisfying little click. You hear that? I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Ooh. Satisfying little pop when using it that you don't get with wax. So let me, oh, wrong way. I obviously wasn't zoomed all the way out, but let's zoom you in and then I will adjust. I can move my easel just a little bit closer. And yeah, you get a little satisfying pop with glue dots. I haven't yet tried the angle, or have I tried the angled tip in this one? I think I did have wax in the angled tip in this one. I only started using glue dots, I think it was either during the June waffle or shortly after the June waffle. I started with using glue dots, and once I started, I need to change all my pens to glue dots. In fact, I might keep the glue dots on my desk, and any pens that I use now during this waffle, I will take any wax out and replace it with glue dots. So, comments / questions, etc, etc. We are still mainly on questions from December the 1st. Sometimes I get through more than I do others. But the launch was yesterday for the trays. As I'm filming this, the launch hasn't yet happened. So today, 4th of December, we are doing a Christmas fair in Lee, which is close to us, in the northwest. So we will have just finished a fair as this video goes up at a local nursery that one of Megan's friends is the deputy manager for. So I'll be sure to let you know how that goes for Sunday's Whip and Chat, or tomorrow as you're watching this for that Whip and Chat. But as I'm filming this, I'm needing to film this in advance because we need to spend the evening setting up. We've also got an evening of course, a shop launch, so I like to be available on emails, answer questions, help with any problems. So hopefully the launch all went good and everybody got what they wanted. Okay, so Katerina, she did say Diamond Art Club is back to free shipping over £56. And it does include the taxes and the customs. Yes, I did see that. That they do any taxes and customs, they do that at checkout if it's below a certain amount. And if it's over a certain amount, it does include it all, which is amazing. And I must say that, you know, them being able to find somebody to be able to offer those prices is fantastic. A lot of our items that we sell are smaller, which is why we sort of need to go with the local postal service. You know, we can't get an agreement for international shipping for such smaller boxes or thinner boxes. She says, and it includes all taxes and customs, even over £135, which normally you end up with extra customs charges in the UK. She says, just for future reference. She's excited to start this countdown to Christmas. She says, thank you for this, and all you do for our diamond painting community. Oh, you're welcome. I love this part of doing everything. I love little events. I'd love to hold more sort of mini events, you know, whether they just be on social media sometimes and on YouTube sometimes. I'd love to be able to dedicate more time to doing things like that. It's just not possible at the moment with working. I seem to have stretched myself thin enough to do what I do. But I do love it that, you know, when people are able to join in and they do enjoy the events I can put on. Just trying to get these last couple of diamonds just to go the right way up. There we go. As soon as they go the right way up, the tray catches them. But there's always a couple that test me. Megan, she says her son, her and her son, well, she says son and I, which makes sense when reading it, but not when trying to read it back out. She says they're working on a Baby Yoda diamond painting. That's from, is it the Malorian? I probably completely hashed that name. I have seen the TV show, my hubby watches it. So I have seen that a few times, sort of in the background while I'm diamond painting, and occasionally I've got hooked on it and not been listening to my audiobook. And sometimes I have, of course, switched off and listened to my audiobook instead. Corinne says, hi Rebecca, happy December. She says sadly she's not diamond painting this year. She says her sister is pregnant. Oh, congratulations to your sister. She says, and for every new baby in the family, she cross stitches a crib quilt for them, so she's doing one for her niece. That's a fair excuse, Corinne. She says she watches my videos every day, and she's asked this before, she says, but she hasn't heard back. Oh, I am sorry if I've missed this then. She says, would you consider making a section for the logbook for a Heaven and Earth design project that can help keep track of everything? So I'm not sure if I have replied on, maybe it wasn't your comment, maybe it was somebody else's. I know it has been mentioned before. I'm definitely not against creating another section for a logbook if it helps somebody. I'm more than happy to have it, you know, as an optional extra that you can add in. What is it that you would want to see on a Heaven and Earth design section that would be different potentially from what is already in the logbook? Is there extra things that you need to see or have a note of? Do let me know. If you could send it via the contact us form on the website addmorezest.com, that would be awesome. If you could detail down what sort of stuff you would want on it, and then by all means we'll be more than happy to look into that and see if that's something that we can bring as just a little add-on that you can get punched or not punched, so that you can add it into your logbook really easily if it's something that you want, if it's something that you'll use. I'm just not sure what could be put on it that's different from what the logbook's already got, and that might just be because I'm reading out the question and trying to think while diamond painting. I might just not be thinking about it enough. But yeah, do let us know. More than happy to look into something like that. I say that, it'd be Megan doing most of the work for it, but you know, I give her a rough sketch on a piece of paper first. But I'm sure I can get the logbook creator on it fully as soon as I know what sort of stuff that would be helpful in that Heaven and Earth design section. So yeah, do let me know. Crazy Cat. Oh, so she says, what do you reckon would be the best diamond painting related Christmas gift for beginners? She says her mum has recently started diamond painting with me and she wants to get her something for Christmas. Okay, so I know I did a video on sort of the top 5 things to buy once you start diamond painting. So the top 5 things that I find, and there are definitely more than 5 things, but the top 5 things that I find really helpful when diamond painting, when you already have diamond paintings but you want something else. So those things, I'm trying to make sure I do get the right things that I said, because there are extras, is an easel. So I am working on my easel when I'm doing this. It helps me greatly when I am sat down diamond painting. So some form of easel, it really helps on neck pain or back pain. And quite often, especially when you're new to diamond painting and you want to buy all the pretty things, sometimes you forget that an easel can be perfect for helping you to do it for longer without aching. We wouldn't want somebody to be turned off from diamond painting because they ache. So an easel is one. A light pad is another. If she doesn't have a light pad would be a good gift. A nice tray, a nice diamond painting tray is one. I am a little bit biased. I love our trays. But a bigger diamond painting tray of some sort, your diamonds line up nicer, you use it every single time you diamond paint. So in effect, you're constantly looking at it and enjoying that. Same with a pen. A nice diamond painting pen, because again, you use it every single time. It's, you know, well, unless you're like me and have a few, which means you change them up. But if you only at the moment use a pink pen, then a diamond painting pen. So we've got pen, tray, light pad, easel. And then the 5th thing, if she hasn't got any yet, is a nice storage. If she hasn't got anything, and she doesn't want loads of different things, then I suggest the likes of a 60 bottle case is probably the best, most universal. It will do the bigger paintings. It could potentially hold 2 paintings. It will hold, you know, the smaller paintings, even though it's a bigger case. So if she hasn't got storage, one of those. Closely followed, probably the things I really like to use, and I'm thinking of things that I use for pretty much every single diamond painting that I do. There is the odd exception, but for pretty much every single diamond painting that I do, I use those 5 things. I also then cover paper. Cover paper, I love that for changing out. I do that all the time. What else do I use every single time? Glue dots. At the moment, I really love the glue dots in the pens, though I don't know whether that's fully a wrap up and put under the tree, unless there's a few other bits to go with it. But yeah, they're probably my suggestions. If she has got most of those things or is borrowing most of those from you, then I'd maybe treat her to a nicer quality diamond painting or a more expensive diamond painting. So that would feel like a little bit more of a treat for her. You know, something just that little bit special. But yeah, things like a nice pen, a nice tray, an easel, a light pad. Things she can use every single time she diamond paints. And will thank you for, even if it's in her head, every single time she diamond paints. So they're my 5/6/7. Okay, there was one of those all the way over there. Oh, we've got a bit more grey in this one. I did do some grey in the last one, in one of the sections. Where did I do grey? Oh, yeah, the last section that I did, there was a tiny, tiny little bit of grey. A little bit more in this section down here. Let me get my diamond painting to sit back where it was, hopefully. Hopefully it's not moving about too much. I keep forgetting on occasion to just look up and see what you guys can see. Okay, so a bit of 414. Okay, so Jess, she says, you mentioned the Minion Love painting that you have at the moment. Yes, that was a recent whip and chat that a lot of comments that I was replying to were left on. She says she doesn't think that Diamond Art Club have that anymore, which did make her sad. Yeah, I actually don't think they do. I think that is one that I'm not sure whether it's gone forever or whether they're just waiting for more stock. I'm not quite sure, but it is an older painting. She said she did still manage to find 2 Diamond Art Club to take advantage of the Black Friday deal. Because of the 30% off is huge. It is. It was a very good deal on Black Friday. I will say Black Friday is more of an American thing. It is a very big thing over there. In the UK, they don't do it so well. They don't do Black Friday very well at all. You know, there's the odd discounts, but I think you have to hunt hard for an extremely good deal in the UK. She got the Ice Princess 2nd edition, and she also got Once Upon a Dark Night, which she thinks is supposed to be the Lady Melisandre from Game of Thrones. That's the vibe it gives her anyway. Combined, she thinks it would have cost £90+ with free shipping, but she paid £65-ish and still got free shipping, which she thought was a right bargain. And she says Diamond Art Club let her pay through Klarna in instalments, and it makes her so happy. I am glad you got a bargain. It's nice to get to treat yourself every now and then and get excited over it. She says she does love the image that we have for Advent. Thank you. She says, do you think you will start to stock different paintings in the future, or just stick to stocking an Advent painting? We're not a diamond painting company in that sense. We're not going to be starting to stock loads of different diamond paintings. It's not our thing. There are many companies that already do that in an amazing way. So Diamond Art Studio, who we teamed with for this in the UK, they already do it. They've got the knowledge. They've got the style. You know, the work that Sam did on this painting with the shading and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, she's got it nailed. We are, as a company, we are more of from the organisation side of things, you know, the accessory side of things, the enjoying the process with the diamond paintings that you choose to purchase from companies that already know how to do and do well the diamond painting side of things. We're trying to be something a bit different. This Zesty Wolf was of course an idea that we had back in June-ish time, and Diamond Art Studio UK helped us to make a reality. I'm not sure yet if we're even going to do another one for December, for next December. I'm not sure. I think it's just something we haven't yet thought through. Plus we haven't got full feedback until everybody's done it this year as well. Maybe we will look at, you know, and see if it's something that we can do again. Maybe not. We'll be sure to let you guys know once the decision has been fully made on that, but we're not thinking of stocking diamond paintings. We are more than happy staying with organisation, accessories. The trays keep us more than busy. The diamond painting trays keep us extremely busy. And yeah, we're just happy bringing things that, you know, just a bit different. The accessories and the organisation. That is add more zest. We like to add the zest to the diamond painting, not bring the diamond painting. So yeah, we will see what the next year brings, but that's our sort of thoughts on the process. I was trying to decide what number to do next, and I'm sort of working my way along. So now I'm hitting pink, so I think I'm going to do all the pink bits, and then I'll move across and do all the orange, and then I've got a little bit of hot pink down here, which is probably due to the way I lined up my cover sheets, but hey ho. See Little says, I'm saving Zesty Wolf for another time. Perfectly fine, my dear. It's a lovely painting to do at any time. It really is. She says she already had a Christmas themed diamond painting that her sister gifted to her, already reserved for the December Advent. Perfect time to do a Christmas one. She says she has another large diamond painting on the go, and if she does find some extra time for diamond, so she has another large one if she does find time to do more than her Advent throughout this busy month. She said she started creating Advent calendars for her daughter the last few years. She wanted her to really love what she was opening up each day, and her smiles, she says, are the best gift of the season. Oh, I love that. I know when the kids were younger, I did not so much individual presents and gifts, because there were 4 of them. Sometimes it's hard enough to pick what they're going to have in their stockings, never mind what's going in an advent calendar. But I know I did used to have ones where I would add little bits, because a few of my children can be major fussy. They were even more so when they were younger. So I used to make sure that what went in it was something that they would enjoy and eat. Occasionally we did something that wasn't food, but I never went to that scale. But I bet your daughter's smile on her face makes it more than worth it. We try and make the kids' faces smile with their stockings, especially if we can find some nice childhood gift to put in it. It tends to make them smile. Love the idea. Okay, all the L is done. My brain was just going a little bit mad then between reading comments and actually thinking where my diamonds were going. Just at a moment. Okay, musical note. Let's go for that one. Let's get these little pink section, or pink sections, goes all the way over this square, or this square section. So I'm sticking in between like a little block. When I've got lots of black outline, I like to fill everything in a little block before I move on to the next little block. But this glue dot's working really well. I'd say this is this glue dot, it has moved further into the pen because it's a very different tip. Oh no, try focus. It's a very different tip on this pen, so the glue dot has actually moved. I don't even know if that's going to be able to focus, but it has moved quite a way into the pen, but at the moment it's still picking it up. The other glue dots, the ones that I first started using before we stopped this UK supplier, their glue dots are a lot thinner and I would put 2 or 3 in the tip of a pen before I even started being able to stick diamonds down. Whereas for this one, so far I've only put 1. I may have to put a second one in because, as I say, it is pushing it down, but at the moment the glue dot's still picking the diamonds up, so we'll see how we go. And if it still works for this whole section, all the better. It may well work when I'm doing other diamond paintings as well. And then sometimes I do find that with the other glue dots I like put in 2 glue dots, and then a bit further down the line, once it had sort of pushed into the pen a little bit with the force of me picking up diamonds, I'd put the 3rd one in later. But I didn't need to prime this glue dot that much either, so I think this is going to work out well. At least it doesn't stick to my diamonds. Susan, she says, such a great way to start December. I agree. Start with diamond painting. She said, thank you so much, Rebecca. You're welcome. She says she's kitted up a Canadian diamond painting by the artist Annie Malteus. I hope I've not fudged that name. I don't like to fudge names. She says to do for December. She looks forward to the daily diamond painting breaks. And she looks forward to your Friday new product launch. She says it will be Christmas shopping for herself. Perfect. Mate, are you going to wrap it up and put it under the tree though? That's the question, Susan. Is it getting wrapped up, or is it just present to you and you'll unwrap it when the parcel arrives and then it's yours to keep? Both are the best kind of gifts. Diamond painting with Todoke. I don't know if that's how, I've probably hashed that as well. I do apologise. She says she's exactly the same with TV shows as I am. If you're diamond painting while watching a TV show, you either miss something or you end up with your pen poised while you're too busy looking at the telly to actually place the next diamond. She says even though she can follow them fairly well, but she could pause for 20 minutes from a diamond painting or stitching and get nothing done. Yeah, sometimes a TV show can get you hooked that way. One of my favourite, if I'm going to watch a TV show while diamond painting, one of my favourites is Gilmore Girls, because I have seen the show probably once or twice before, and was actually watching it like the first time I saw it. I can picture what is actually going on at the time, so therefore I don't need to be looking at the screen, and occasionally I'll look up, just more often than not, just to check I'm right and they were in the position I was thinking they were in, and then I can carry on with my diamond painting. I keep putting the tops back on my diamonds when I've tipped them into my tray, and I don't know why, because it's a lot easier to tip them back in when the lid's off. Belara, she says, love your videos. They made me start to organise a Heaven and Earth design also. It's amazing how many people I've got into Heaven and Earth design. I feel like I should get commission. No, I shouldn't. The people at Heaven and Earth design definitely put their own hard work into it. They deserve the recognition for the work they do. She says she will be doing the supersized Train of Dreams in max colours, which is going to be almost 250 centimetres. That's pretty much as long as Little Dreamer's tree. Hers is by 65.5 centimetres across. I think that's bigger than Little Dreamer's tree, and I thought my Little Dreamer's tree was a monster. I'm having a look now, I'm trying to pull it up. No, so mine is The Little Dreamers tree is 40 centimetres by 250 centimetres, so that is definitely wider. She's waiting for a canvas now, and she's already started creating the needed 150 labels. I think I need another glue dot in. I think my glue dot's moved too far down. Okay, let me say, I did expect to need 2 to 3 glue dots in this, so the fact that I've got all that done with only 1 glue dot in, I'm pretty happy. So I'm going to curl the glue dot over my finger, and then as I'm pushing the glue dot into the pen, I'm twisting the pen. So in effect what it's actually doing is twisting the glue dot up, twisting the glue dot round and round and round as it goes in, and I find that helps it to stick in the pen a lot better. It's like it can grip all the way around the sides. But I say this is quite a thick glue dot, so I am pushing it in quite a bit, and I do actually still have a little ball of it outside. Now I might need to cut that off, but I'm going to try it without cutting it off and see how it goes. I'm going to just try a diamond without priming it, so this is like as sticky as it is when it comes off the sheet. That's not bad actually. So these are slightly less sticky than the other ones I used, and I haven't dabbed this on my clothes yet, and it's not sticking on the diamonds. It's still sticking on the back sheet. It's not pulling the diamonds off. Okay, I think I prefer these glue dots. Oh no, it did pull that one off. So it may need a little bit of priming. Call it priming, but it's not needing a lot, and it's only doing it when I push really hard to fit it in a gap. So just giving it a couple of dabs on my top, and that's all it needed. A couple of dabs on the top and it's done a load better. It is still sticking out a little bit, so as I say, I may need to chop a bit off, but because it was sticking out when I put the first glue dot in and it actually sunk all the way into the pen, I'm going to give it a little bit before I decide if I need to chop the end of it off. Because at the moment it's not as stringy a glue dot as the other ones that I used. I say that, look, see, that's not sticking now. Okay, it's sticking too much. Let's try priming it again. So I'm dabbing it on my clothes, or you can dab it on your cover paper. It just needs to pick up a little bit of the fluff, either from a piece of clothing or from the cover paper. That's better. I may want to cut. I feel like I'm not using the pen as much now. The glue dot's actually doing most of the placing for me. So maybe I will cut the tip of it off. And this is what you can do if you use a bigger glue dot, is you can cut the tip of the glue dot off so that it goes a little bit flatter to your pen. So where's my sharper scissors? Can't find them for looking. Here they are. So these are my sharp Fiskars scissors, and if I just chop, basically just cut the little tip of the glue dot off so that it goes a little bit closer to the end of the pen. Dab it on my clothes again, and then I'm not placing these diamonds, they're all done. Let's try with another colour. Let's get those back and move on to orange and see how we go. Real life testing. Be known though, even though I'm doing this video before the shop launch, if for any reason these glue dots were absolutely awful, I would take them off the launch. But I'm actually preferring them to the others. I don't think they are quite as permanent and grippy and sticky as the other ones are. So I'm liking them. I'm switching to the others. They might be different, of course, if they were used for card making, which is their original purpose. The other glue dots might be better for that, but for diamond painting, I'm liking these. They're doing the job for me. And I wouldn't mind, I nearly picked these up from a local shop to try in the first instance, but I didn't get to go out to the local shop soon enough, so I ended up ordering off Amazon, and these weren't on Amazon. It's the only reason I didn't order these. Okay, sorry. So Belara says she's creating the 150 needed labels. So she says, at this point, thank you so much to share your progress. She says it has made things so much easier. Oh, I am glad. I am glad I've helped you on your way. I like to muddle through things and figure it out and help people where I can. To figure out how to make their diamond painting more enjoyable for them. And the Heaven and Earth design, I just enjoyed the challenge. I really enjoyed the challenge with the Heaven and Earth design. It's something that's a little bit different. A little bit of a different way of working. It's like when they started bringing mystery paintings out and stuff. The appeal was the fact that it was different. It was a black and white canvas, not a colour one. You know, you didn't know what the picture is, and of course Heaven and Earth design is a blank canvas and you're making the picture come to life from a chart. It's all fun. So many choices, so many options, so many ways to sort of develop and do the craft just that little bit differently, that it keeps it exciting for everybody. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to get my next colour and then let's have a look at the next comment / question. I think I am mainly still on questions from the first. Amy, she says, she has the Advent that I have. She said, so I have the Advent you have. She said, looked at the reviews on YouTube and the AliExpress ones are no good. She says she has to check hers as the postman put it over the gate and it's like 6 foot. Ooh. She says she loves it, as I will. She's not going to spoil it. I am hoping you're enjoying each day's opening. Of course, I spoiled it for myself on the unboxing video because I did unbox a few of them to show you guys what it was like. But so far I've been pretty impressed. I actually did the maths on an advent calendar. So one of these advent calendars, they're not the cheapest thing to buy, but when you actually think about it, if we say £75, which say the price can be a little bit up and down from that, but if you say £75 for an advent calendar, and it's an advent calendar that has something in from day 1 to day 25, so it has 25 different items in it, that is £3 a day for the item. So is the item that you're getting worth roughly £3 a day? Now you've got to bear in mind that some items are bigger and more of an item, so there might be some that are valued at a little bit less than £3 and there are some that are valued at more. But does it sort of even out in the grand scheme of things? And I think it probably does. I mean, there's not been too many days that I've opened so far, but we got 2 metal tips on day 1 in the advent calendar. We've then had some square rhinestones, a pot full of those, followed by, oh no, day 2 was those sticker sheets. Don't know if the sticker sheets would be classed as less or more than £3. Then we've had a tub of AB drills as well. So far, I think, bearing in mind that some stuff is dearer, and some stuff may be a little bit cheaper to buy, possibly, and even then it's probably a little bit borderline whether it's cheaper than £3. I think so far the Advent that I've got is doing pretty well. I think what doesn't help matters both for Katie'd and compared to the other companies is that they're using the same packaging for the Advent. It's the items in it that are different, and I think that can cause confusion with some people, because even though the boxes look the same, because they're actually from different companies, they actually have different items in them. So we'll see. I have had to prime this glue dot just a few times, which is exactly what I do have to do with the other brand of glue dots. So I have had to prime it a couple of times, and it may be that because I haven't cut it down as far as I could, so I haven't actually cut it down right to the tip, and that's just because I wanted to give myself that little bit of scope in case it shrunk into the tip a bit more. But we'll keep going. For now, it's definitely staying in the pen. It's still on the slight side of better than the other glue dots I've used. And as long as it stays either on the right side of better or the same as other ones that I've used, then I'm happy. Right, I'm just trying to find what tub my other one's in. My anchor. Amy also says she's doing Thomas, and then if she's got time she's doing an image of Dumbo, and then after that, if there's even more time, she's got Christmas cards to do. Keep your options open there, Amy. If you end up with more time than what you think, you're fully prepared to take that on. I'm still waiting for that extra little bit of time I can carve out to do a little bit extra diamond painting, but I'm sure it will come. It will get there eventually. Ipabella. So Ipabella says she was not planning on starting a new diamond painting for Advent, but she was just going to continue with her current project. But today, when she was going to start, her boyfriend encouraged her to still take the time to make a special project for Advent. So she kitted up and started a 42 by 60 centimetres painting. It's now, I think she's clicked on the time of the video, so it's now 23 minutes and 48 through the video. She's just finished her first section, so it's going to be a lot of work for her. Well, she says 23:48, so I'm actually not sure if that's her time of night, which it might be on that bigger section. Just finished her first section. It's gonna be a lot of work, but she thinks it's gonna be a lot of fun. She just wanted to wish me and everyone else who is participating good luck on your projects. So good luck from Ipabella to everybody. She's looking forward to diamond painting with me each day. Perfect. I love it. Anybody that can join each and every day, or even just some days, I'd love you all to keep joining me until we get to the 24th of December. See if I've lost my voice, see if I've gone loopy, maybe, and let's find out together how my December turns out, because I don't know how my December's going to go. I think a couple of years ago when I was doing the first one, my first ever December Advent, I think I was painting my kitchen at the same time. I mean, I was doing my December Advent. I definitely wasn't as busy shop wise, because the shop didn't exist then, so I probably had a little bit more time. Whereas now we're looking at actually replacing the kitchen a couple of years later. And I say a couple of years later, that's not a 2-year-old kitchen. It's a 20-year-old kitchen. And 2 years ago we gave it a spruce up with a lick of paint. And then last year, I think it was last year, we actually painted it again. The only reason is we had the conservatory added on, so it made the kitchen darker. So we painted the kitchen cupboards white. And now we're actually looking in the new year of getting a new kitchen installed that will be all white and light and make the room feel bigger. Hopefully it will. We're going to end up with more cupboards in there. So I'm just dipping the pen in my pot just to fish out these last couple of diamonds. One more to go. Number 4. Glue Dot keeps wanting to pick up 2 diamonds and I have to keep saying no, I only need 1. There we go. Section 4 is done. My brain had to think where we were up to then. Oh, loving those colours. Absolutely loving those colours. So section 4 is done. It's not a mystery painting, but you can't quite tell what it is yet, can you? Where's day 5? Oh, we actually got a joining section up the top for day 5. Just to vary things up a bit. I'm having a sneak peek. Oh, we have got a bit of the background blue, but not too much. So I wish you all well on your projects today. Whether you finished it while we've been chatting or whether you're going to finish it, you know, later on today, I suppose. Just make sure that if you can, if it's at all possible, you just carve out a few minutes for yourself. If it's not diamond painting, maybe go and take yourself a nice little soak in the tub and see if you can get a bit of time that way. But thank you all so much for watching today, and I'll speak to you all again tomorrow.